Put your window down. It'll be okay. I'm gonna give these to you.
Awesome.
Feel the weight of that one where they've already got nectar in it. But you can see the different colors of pollen. And that's what they mix with the nectar to make bee bread. And then that's what gets fed to everybody. So it's beautiful. You can have that.
Thank you, ma'am. Can you see them?
Yeah.
Hey, Brad at Murphy's Bees, I got a question. We've never seen bees here before, but now we've got some flying around trying to go up in the soffit here. You think we got a problem, or are they just passing through? Let me know. Keep ranching. Keep what do you call a bee? An apiary?
I have no idea.
Beekeeper? I think that's right. Apiary. Keep apiarying.
Isn't that terrible? That's terrible.
Let's say we have a problem. This is the opposite side.
We're here getting the bee removal started. And so beekeepers are called apiaries, correct?
Apiarist, I guess.
Okay.
Beekeepers. Yes, we have apiaries.
So tell me what you were tell the folks at home what you were telling me earlier about. If you have a bee infestation, don't just spray them with soapy water and try to kill them. You want to contact your local beekeeper, and if you don't have one local or you don't know how to find one, what are some ways you suggest?
I suggest either contact your local police department, fire department, or water department, because they would always have beekeepers on call for those times that they move into like the water meters, or they settle in swarms like in town we've gotten called on before. So there's lots, or you can even just go to Facebook and just search beekeepers for your local groups that may be. There's lots of groups that have beekeepers, and then there are groups that love to come and rescue bees. So there's always ways to save the bees, and that's the best thing you can do.
Right.
So
I think a lot of people don't realize that we have to have, if our bee population was completely gone, most of our food supply would be too, right?
yes, within 5 years, they say if the bees are gone, within 5 years, the human race would then too, because there's nobody to help pollinate all the food that we eat.
That's right. So we're going to take a look right here. Maybe I won't get stung, but so the bees are going in right up here, right where he's blowing smoke.
Okay, Tony.
And
Yeah.
he don't even need a ladder, guys. But so what we're going to do is they're going to pull this piece of trim down and then take this soffit out, and then hopefully the bees will just be right behind the soffit and be ready to come out. That should just pull straight down. Will it pull straight down?
It's attached to the top.
He's got it tacked up there?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Hold
No,
on.
that's okay down there. I mean, most of these are from here over.
All right.
So I'm just
Well, guys,
ease it out.
I'm going to go grab my pickup. They told me to set my pickup instead of standing out here like a doofus. So I'm going to get my pickup and see if I can get up here, and maybe we can get close enough to see something. So what we're going to do here, explain to them what we're going to do. Once we get the soffit open where we can see where the bees are at.
Yeah, we will take down the frames of honey or of the babies and place it in here, and then apply another rubber band to hold it in place, and then place it into the hive. Close it up, and that'll be their new home.
And you're going to just vacuum them out with this Stanley vacuum here,
Yes,
huh?
it gets vacuumed directly into the box, so that's easier on the bees themselves, and then they'll be settled into their new home once they're closed up, and we'll take them home.
Perfect.
Hope
All right,
they
guys,
stay.
I'm going to step back and give them some room. See if we can get these guys safely removed. How big do you think the hive will be? These bees have probably only been here, guys, for like 3 weeks, so it's not going to be like a big, huge.
There should be at least 2 pieces of comb about this big around.
Okay.
I mean, it could be bigger or smaller. It all depends on how many bees are actually in there.
So
How many workers?
how many worker bees there are. Okay, so awesome. Well, guys, I'm going to back up, and we're going to let them get going. So I'm going to move my buggy out of the way.
And they're calm, so I think.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to try to get you up here so you can see.
You want me to hold it?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Yes, sir. So Well, they have about 4 layers to their comb there, maybe 5.
Right. Well, yeah, I was gonna say they're starting to. Okay, Tony. We'll find out when we get a little bit more open, but there's quite a few. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Looks like a good healthy
So
size.
they're fixing to start sucking them out. I may set this up on my dash, and your microphone will record.
Okay. Okay.
So,
yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And you can tell them how many bees is in a cup.
So you blurt things out, right?
Sir,
You can blurt things out. Right?
Censor thing.
my wife does all that. So. And Miss Blanchard has her microphone on,
Yes.
so we're
You
ready.
want to start pulling down comb? Okay.
You can see the hive
I'm ready.
right there. We're going to start
Okay,
vacuuming them out.
We need to move on this. No. Yes, that would help.
Look at that hive. That piece of hive he got off of
They
there.
are.
They're going to put those in that little deal there with them rubber bands on it. They're swarming. I got all the dogs locked up in the barn. Maybe just won't get to them. Maybe won't get them.
Actually, Tony, can you bring that box over here? Because I would prefer to shake these in, but it's so fragile. I'm not sure how we're going to do it. Ah!
Glad I'm in this pickup
I'm not
now,
gonna do
though.
any
They wasn't
shaking.
Swarming around like that.
Now we got honey up top. I don't like squishing all these bees. Yeah, no kidding. Okay. Wow.
If y'all see me burning rubber out here, it's because a bee got in here and I need to get far enough away that I can get out of my truck and work it off of me.
That is
Now, Miss Blanchard originally said that she didn't think we'd have a comb,
babies.
or Mr. Blanchard said that we, you know, this is going to be pretty uneventful for you. It's only going to be, I mean, he just made it look like about a pancake, but they had a pretty good hive in there. I guess we
I'm
got
gonna take this. Okay, I'm gonna
plenty
take
of good
this up
eats
to the
around
camera.
here for bees, huh?
I can get it.
Miss Blanchard was supposed to put it
And there, babies.
Drop the rubber band.
Okay. Yep. Rude. Yay.
It's part of the hive. It's kind of the middle.
Can you just
Of the
set it?
cone.
There you go. Less handling of it is better. Wow. Healthy set of bees.
You think this is what that old feller in Twister feels like, those guys at those storm chasers when they sit inside that little deal and a tornado comes over them? That's what it feels like to me. Like I'm like in the eye of the storm right here,
Really?
making it through. Guys, they've been here for about 40 minutes or so. And it looks like,
Well,
I don't know
I guess they got
if this
knocked
is the
off
hardest
when
part
they-
of it, but
There was one.
my biggest fear was, I don't know if you can see it up in there, but right up in here where it goes from the soffit up into the, what would be known kind of like the attic portion of the carport here, I was afraid they were going to be way back up in here somewhere where we couldn't get to them, but they were just right there. I mean, we
You said
took
there's another one?
two pieces of tin out and there they were.
There you go. Did you see the queen, Tony? I said, did you?
Looks like there's about one piece of comb left, so
Yeah, no.
Blanchard's going to get it down.
more comb to the queen's on there.
Now, if bees were like fire ants, they'd go up Mr. Blanchard's bootleg, britches leg right there and be pretty good. But I guess bees ain't like fire ants.
There's pollen. Some more? Okay, just a minute.
Little pieces of pollen out.
I'll give these to him then. Is there anything left?
So now we got the lid put on the box over here. I'm gonna have to strap it down. So this is a box of Mr. Blanchard's invention, and he said, you know, there's probably others out there that have things like this or something he don't really know. But so over here on the, I believe on the left-hand side, he's gonna hook his vacuum hose up to that side of his box over there. And he'll take another hose and hook on to the other side of the box down low. And he's going to begin to suck those bees up into that hive. But there's a screen in there. I wish I'd showed you guys before we got started, and that'll keep the bees from getting sucked into the vacuum cleaner. It'll just suck them into the box. TikTok or a YouTube live for this. This would have been a good, that would have been fun. Why didn't y'all tell me? See there, he's got the vacuum is hooked up to the box. Hook this other hose up. Hive, like say. Suck the bees into the bottom of the box. And on this side over here, on the right-hand side, there's a screen there.
They don't like the microphone. They don't like the microphone.
Oh, they don't like the microphone. Y'all might be getting all kinds of buzzing going on. Sorry, we'll have to edit that out. We're trying to suck up the bees here.
Flying through the hose. Put your window down. It'll be okay. I'm gonna give these to you.
Awesome.
Feel the weight of that one where they've already got nectar in it. But you can see the different colors of pollen. And that's what they mix with the nectar to make bee bread. And then that's what gets fed to everybody. So it's beautiful. You can have that.
Thank you, ma'am.
So
if a person was going to get honey out of this, is it not to that stage yet?
Nope.
There's no honey in it yet?
You have to wait till it's capped. This is too loose and runny yet. This is just straight nectar.
Okay.
So what they do is they dehydrate it down to like 17% moisture content, and then they cap it so it will stay good forever. So
awesome.
Yeah. And there wasn't any of that, but there was lots of babies in there. So they were getting ready to double in population probably every few days. So yeah, that was a good, healthy hive. That was beautiful.
This hive, I mean, at first we didn't think it would be near that big in just a few days. I mean, a few weeks.
Right. So it must have been a good size hive that moved in.
Okay.
So if they've got a lot of numbers, then that's more workers. They can get it done a lot quicker. A half a cup, just a measuring cup, a half a cup will hold 300 bees.
Okay.
So that probably had, I don't know, probably 3,000 or 4,000 bees in that group. So that was a nice sized group just to start off. And with all these flowers, it's a perfect time to do it. So,
what about the queen? Did y'all see her? Do you know if you get her?
I did not specifically see her, but you can tell from the behavior, everything's good. They're not upset. So I'm pretty sure that the queen is in the box. So yeah, it all looks really good.
And without the queen, what will these other workers do? Will they?
They will eventually just wander off and starve. They just, without a queen to tell them that the home is right, they will just become loafers and just eat what's there or what they can find and just hang out for a week or two until they literally starve to death. That's why we just, you know, you want to just make sure you get the queen if possible. And with 3,000 bees all wiggling around, it's kind of hard to do that. So if you took several hours, you might be able to do that, but there's no guarantees. So we just do the quickest job possible to keep them safe. And 99% of the time, we get the queen. So,
And as bad as it sounds, a bee can't feed itself.
yeah, they have to be fed by another bee. Yeah.
Even these worker bees have to be fed by another one?
Yep. Yep.
And that's kind of part of how I guess that's kind of their bonding process. So they're loyal to their smell, their hive.
And the queen is constantly putting out her scent, and it travels throughout the hive every half an hour just from bees constantly touching one another. And if the queen is gone within a half an hour, they can tell the scent starts dwindling and they know something's wrong. So it's very imperative that they work together and stick together and make sure that scent is passed on through each bee. And yeah.
So the box y'all have them in now, can they get out of it?
Right now it is locked down. They cannot get out. Once we get home, we'll put a screen board on the bottom and we will lock them up with a jar of sugar water to keep them going for the next week until they can finally settle down and say, oh yes, this is home. But there's lots of babies in there and that encourages them to stay too. So there is nectar, there is pollen, they have something to feed those babies, and within a week we'll open them up and
hopefully they'll stay put.
hopefully they'll stay and enjoy their new home. Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank y'all so much for coming and getting them.
Yes, I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah.
I hope everybody gets an opportunity to learn from this and share the information as much as you can. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.